Good. So thanks for agreeing to have this little chat. The purpose of having this conversation is to share the type of transformation that one can get when one has the right information, and to show people how it is possible to, get better from whatever problems they're experiencing, and that there is hope. So the first question I'd like to ask you is, can you remember how things were for you before we met? What was going on? How would you describe what was happening?
Yes, I can. It was really bad. I felt like a ton of depression and anxiety, and hopelessness, like to the point of not wanting to do much of anything, not seeing the point of doing anything, and just feeling super discouraged that people could relate to me, that I could express myself in a way that I wanted to, and that I would be able to find any help for what I was feeling or thinking or going through.
So not a great place to be at all.
No.
And how long had that been going on by the time we met?
It had been going on for about a year and a couple months.
Oh, so that's quite a long time. Yeah. And up to that point before we met, what did you think was causing the problem?
I wasn't really sure. I mean, I tried a bunch of different things. Like I tried to figure out what the variables were that was making me sad, or things like that. I would try to do different things like activities. I tried a few different counselors, and just trying to get advice from other people. Most people suggested maybe taking medicine for it, but I didn't feel that was right, so I just never did that. Yeah, that was about it.
So what was it that changed everything then from when we had our first meeting?
I think the hugest shift that I found was kind of like you said, learning new information and learning more what depression is in a not in a Western medicine way, I guess. Learning that like emotions are okay to have, like whether they're negative or positive ones. I think that was my biggest shift, is like, okay, I'm feeling all these negative emotions, but no longer do I have to say, oh, these emotions mean that I'm broken and these emotions mean that I can't have hope. It was like, okay, these emotions are good. Like they're telling me something and now I can use them. And so it was just like a shift in perspective of the negative emotions I was having and how to be with them and how to be present with them.
So during our time together, because I think we had about 5 sessions together altogether, what did you learn to do differently that made the difference?
I think one of my favorite things that I had learned was the whole tool or like process of welcoming feelings, negative feelings, and really going inside yourself and taking a second to sense what you're feeling and trying to figure out what your body is telling you to do because of those feelings. Because before that, I would normally feel something bad and then automatically think, okay, what can I do to get rid of this or distract myself from it? And then obviously that doesn't last very long. And so having the process that you taught me to really go inside yourself, be quiet for a moment, welcome those feelings and really understand them was a huge change for me and how I could deal with those negative emotions.
And if you look at how your life was before and how it is now, what is the difference in terms of what you're actually able to do on a daily basis?
Totally different. I think even though I felt depressed, I still was accomplishing things and luckily getting myself out there. I know some people get depressed and then can't do those things. But I think it was like the internal feelings that totally changed. Like I would be doing these external things of what I wanted to do, like yoga and school and all these things I had to do, with all these emotions of, no, I don't want to do this. No, I can't do this. No, there's no point in doing this because it doesn't bring me any fulfillment, to, okay, now I want to do yoga. Now I want to do school. I want to work and I'm happy about it. Thinking back of a reflection of where I was and where I am now and the huge drastic contrast between the two is an absolute miracle. It's just very different. I would have never expected that.
Awesome. So what advice would you give somebody in your situation with maybe similar symptoms, what advice would you give someone else?
I think just that there is hope. This makes me cry, but it's like super hard to feel despair in that you're never going to get through something, and that's a lot. And so to make it through that, and honestly, like, I haven't felt depressed. Like, I've had sad days, of course, but like, I haven't felt depressed at all since I've been like taking these courses and learning these things. And so, yeah, I would just tell people, just keep learning. There is something out there that will trigger you and help you to understand how to better feel what you're feeling, and you can get through it.
Oh, well, thank you so much. So is there any one last thing you'd like to add?
I don't know. I'm just super grateful for you in general, Kim. I think the knowledge that you have transferred to me and the way that you worked with me through these sessions has transformed my life completely, and I'll forever be grateful for that.
Well, thank you so much. It's been a real pleasure working with you, and yeah, I look forward to hearing what, happens in your life. I think you have a fantastic future ahead of you, and really excited for you.
I'm very excited too.
Well, thanks for taking the time, and we'll keep in touch.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.